If I ask you today to rate your satisfaction, the satisfaction you derive from your current job on a scale of 1 to 5, what will your take be? How satisfied are you with your current job? Hello and welcome. My name is Beatrice Achaleke. I am the founder of the GloBUNTU Mindset system. We are into day 11 of our 30 days GloBUNTU Let It All Go challenge. 2 days ago, I posted a poll on Facebook asking you, what is it that you really want to let go now? What is it that is making you so sick that you think you have to let it go so you can move on? And I wasn't surprised when the majority of the people voted for the job. So we are into jobs that are no longer giving us the satisfaction that we need, either in terms of the payroll, in terms of the working environment, in terms of the recognition, the satisfaction, or the acknowledgement that we get from our workplace. And that's why we need to let it go. Let me ask you a few questions. Are you one of those people who is working extremely hard? You're working basically night and day. You deliver what is demanded of you and you give your very best, but you are not getting the return on investment. You're probably not being recognized. Your job makes you sick. Or are you one of those people who is making plenty of money in the workplace, but when Monday comes, you feel like not getting out of your bed because your workplace is no longer giving you the satisfaction that you want? If your work environment is making you sick, it could probably mean that you outgrow that environment. And when you have outgrown the environment, it may also mean that your job is no longer, the job you're currently doing does no longer align with your life purpose. So when that happens, you need to take a radical change. If the fear of insecurity, what will happen if you let go of your job? Is it the salary? Is it how you're going to pick your bills and things like that? Are people going to judge you? Do you have the fear of starting all over again? All those fears, all those insecurities, they are very important. But if they're so important that they keep you in a job that no longer gives you satisfaction and makes you sick inside, then there is need for urgent action. I know it from my very own personal experiences. While in Austria, I created so many organizations, the Black Women's Community, 2003. And it took, by 2005, I outgrew that environment and I was not really feeling good inside. And in what I did, the motivation was no longer there. So I had to give up, had to let it go and create AFRA, the International Center for Black Women's Perspectives. After 2 years, I outgrew that environment again. So I let it go and created diversity, leadership, and consulting. So each time that I let go a job, each time that I let go a working space, I tap into the power of me. I have discovered new resources in me. I met new people. I had new conversations and unveiled new opportunities for me. Today, I do not regret having let go any one of those jobs, and I'll still do the same. I let go 20 years of life and reputation and whatever you think, property in Austria, almost 20 months ago, and moved to South Africa radically. I'm that person that believes in the power in me, in tapping into my potential. So I don't let any job or any situation stand on my way when it comes to my personal growth. If you're the same like me and you feel like taking some radical decisions, then I have 6 GloBUNTU steps for you. Steps that have worked for me, they may work for you. Okay, so let's see, what are those steps? Before we get to the steps, I want you to understand one thing that worked for me. When your life circumstances change, your expectations, your need, your interest, and your motivation changes towards whatever you're doing. In this case, your job. When that happens, it could mean that you outgrow your space, the job. Now, when we wake up every day, we acquire a lot of information with the people that we encounter, the people that we listen to, the spaces that we visit. By the time we go to bed each day, we're no longer the same person that we were before when we woke up in the morning. Okay, so we grow every day, we acquire new information. And if the space we're working in does not allow us to apply this information because we got into a certain position, marketing, we're responsible for marketing, PR, we're responsible for finances, we're responsible for, I don't know, teaching the youth, whatever position we are, the moment we're no longer able to apply the information and the knowledge, the wisdom that we acquire every day, then we become demotivated. We become frustrated in our jobs, no matter how big the payroll is. Okay. So when that happens, you really need to take a radical decision if you want to grow further. When you take a radical decision, you need to apply that decision. It's not just taking the decision, yes, I need to change my job and sitting down. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't change your situation. You have to act the moment you take the decision. It is very important to be proactive in applying the decisions that you take. Okay, so let's see the 6 GloBUNTU steps that worked for me that could work for you as well. Step number 1 is you have to take stock. Take stock of the job that you're in right now. Find out when, how, and under what circumstances did you get into that job? Was it when you desperately needed a job and that one came as the first and you took it? Is it when you just left school? Is it because someone advised you into the job? Is it because it was the first opportunity and you just got stuck inside? If that is the case, then I need you to take stock so you really know why you got into the job and see if it is still in line with your new life mission or where you are today. Okay. Step number 2 is find out whose dream it is. A number of us spend our lives living in someone else's dream, not ours. It's because daddy wanted you to get into that job, because mommy wanted you to get into the job. Is it the community? Is it a friend who got you into the job? Is it someone important to you, your husband or your partner or whoever, that got you into the job? So it may be you living someone else's dream, not your dream. So if you find out whose dream it was and compare it with what your dream is today, what is your dream? What do you really want to do? And if it doesn't align with that, it means that could be the reason why you're not satisfied. It is time to let that dream go so you can step into your own dream. Okay, step number 3, find out what is it that you really want. What is the job that you want to let this one go so you can get into? What are the requirements? What are the qualifications? Are you qualified? Do you need to undergo extra training? Do you need to undergo, do you need extra information that you don't yet have and you have to? Do you need to update your CV? Are you ready to really get into that job? Find out exactly what you need and what it takes to get into that space, that job that you want to have. Okay. Also find out what kind of help you need and check your networks. Who is in my networks? Who can be instrumental? Who can be supportive? Who can be the bridge to take me into that new job that I want to get into? All right. So if you got that, then you apply the principle of I am because you are. So you start building relationships to those people that can allow you, that can enable you to get into that job. They may be in your social media networks. They may be on your cell phone, on your contact list. They may be on your WhatsApp. They may be in your neighborhood, in your church, in your working environment. They may be in the playing ground where you go with your kids. They may be in the coffee shop. So you just have to be open, proactive, and proactively looking out for that contact, that person that can really help you to get into that job that you want to have. Okay, that was step number 3. Step number 4 is key. Take action. Take action and be proactive. Take action in contacting the people that you identified, in sending out information in your networks. Take action in writing, updating your CV, your resume, in acquiring the information that you really need in order to get in there. And when you contact people, being proactive means don't wait for someone to come back to you once you send out an email or makes a phone call and leaves the message on someone's mobile box. It is you wanting to get into that job. So being proactive means you don't wait for anyone to come back to you. You go after people. You go after them until you get the response that you have. Sometimes you get the positive response when you become stubborn like a child. You don't give up just because someone has said no. Maybe you have to try a couple of times until that door opens. If you really believe that that is the door that you need to get into, that is the job that you want to have, that you have to really be stubborn you have to be stubborn with your goal and be creative creative and flexible with the methodology of how you get to those people. So if you send out an email and it is not working, you may want to make a phone call. You may want to ask someone who is connected to them to connect you. So you have to really be creative in terms of proactively taking action, okay? So when you take action, step number 5, I think I already said it in step number 4, it's follow up. Make sure that you follow up. Write another email, make another phone call, ask them why it's not, what is needed for you to get there. And when they say no, ask them why. It may really help you to reshape the next step that you want to take. Okay. When you take stock, you find out the circumstances and how you got into that job. You find out whose dream it was, and you find out what your dream is right now. You proactively take action and follow up. The next thing you want to do is gratitude. The game of gratitude is extremely expensive when you work with a GloBUNTU mindset. You're grateful for getting out of yourself to take action, to recognizing that you're no longer getting satisfaction in your job and that you need to get out of there. You need to let things go. You need to let that job go. So you have to celebrate yourself for doing that. Above all, you have to celebrate the people around you, the people who enable you to get into, to take that decision and to move into a new job. So you may really find out what are the enabling system, the people who enable me, the bridges, what is really helping me to let this job go so I can get into another one, and celebrate people, moments, circumstances, and situation. Celebrate every step that you take. In celebrating, you plant new seed. You don't know what happens when you send a thank you message to someone. Something magical may happen. I'm talking from experience. So quite a lot of time I've been able to come along just because I say thank you to people when they least expect. So you really want to be very consistent and very proactive in showing gratitude to people, situations, and circumstances that help you either let go or move forward into where you really want to be. I could talk on this. I could talk the whole day long, and I wouldn't finish giving you some of the steps that I took. But I think those are enough for today. If you need any more steps, if these are not working for you and you need any more steps, feel free to inbox me. Feel free to give me a shout, and I'll be able to give you or to provide you with whatever assistance that you may need. So I'm happy you're still on this Let It Go challenge. I hope it's working for you. It's working for me like magic. You just need to check my Facebook page to see how I'm coming along with 30 days Let It All Go challenge. So always remember to take action, be proactive in taking your action. Whatever actions you're taking, be proactive and celebrate your baby steps. And don't forget, I am because you are. That is our GloBUNTU philosophy by which the GloBUNTU mindset function. So my name is Beatrice Achaleke. Thank you for watching this video. Share it, like it. Please subscribe it if you want to see many more. Thank you very much. And may your Let Go challenge work magic for you.